Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Aidan O'Connell, the Raiders rolling through the Chargers. My goodness, let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of the channel. Not only is it a great, cheap way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content. So I'm really trying to create the environment of what it's like in an NFL quarterback room over there, all sorts of nuance, detailed depth about not only the quarterback position, but high-level offensive and defensive football. If you're interested, hop over there, join, become a member, get even more Quarterback School content. I appreciate your support. The link is in the video description for the Patreon community. As for this video, let's get into it. Aidan O'Connell, the Raiders, putting an absolute beat down. Oh my goodness, on the Chargers. Wow. Overall, it just felt like there was space out there all day. And again, the score was ridiculous. Okay, 63-21 at the end of the day. But I mean, it wasn't just the offense going crazy. Now, there certainly were plays where it felt like there was a lot of space. And I think that's one of the things that jumps off on these things as far as when you're talking about a defensive head coach. You know, when we come up here, I'm going to call this like a drift. I think Adam does a great job of kind of settling down here. Just take a look at the space that we're talking about here, because at pre-snap, you know, I don't think there's anything necessarily sideways about how we're lining up here. You know, you really have a corner who whiffs. You've got the second level of the defense, the linebacker types stepping up. You've got the half-field player back here, way out of here. And it just creates this massive void. And the Raiders do a really nice job of hooking it up. It's a great play call, but there's no way that you can let 17 for the Raiders get this wide open. I mean, it's too easy. It's pitch and catch, and it's a really nice job from Aidan O'Connell. Thought he looked really comfortable on some of these play-action shots. Again, I really like the right tackle here selling the run. Watch him get into it, sell that run, makes those linebackers step up. But that's just way too easy. Chargers got to make that tougher. Next one here, 3rd and 10. Another way too easy completion first down. We're going to end up hitting the tight end down here to the bottom, the new number 2, on just a little stick. And it's really wide open. For 3rd and 10 to be this a completion conversion is just not good enough defense. This is way too much space, too easy. And again, it's nice effort from 87, no doubt, to be able to fight and claw for that first down. But this should never, ever be there. And again, it's no knock on Aidan O'Connell. He's taking what the defense has given him. We're going to go down here, whether you want to call this a flat or a quick out, I'm going to call this a little stick. They essentially, when they are matching what I'm going to call the mic, so the 3 linebacker types right here, when they're matching the mic to the number 3 eligible, so he's going to match to the back. So when the back goes over here, this linebacker is going this way. So they're not playing like traditional country drop zone. You have to really sort out these 3 for these 2. Okay, so when one goes into the flat, he's the corners. It really doesn't matter what type of defense this is. You got to find a way to pass this thing off. And you can't just keep dropping to no man's land and allow this little stick, again, to be this wide open. There's just way too much space everywhere. So again, either they don't understand what they're being asked to play, it's not making sense, we're having errors out there, but just look at the space of this. I mean, that can't be what you want. Where's he dropping to? Where's 9 dropping to? There's nobody else over there. They're on the 15-yard line. It's 3rd and 10. It's a nice job from Aidan O'Connell. It really is, taking what's there. This to me looks like they're almost expecting a catch and tackle. Maybe they go for it on 4th and short, but that's way too easy to throw under the sticks and get a first down inside the red zone on 3rd and 10. Next one here, another 3rd down, 3rd and 8. This time we're going to work the tight end again, 87 over the ball. Now this one's a little bit tighter, a little bit more of an NFL window. I thought this was a really nice job from Aidan O'Connell working the middle of the field again. This feels like what a normal 3rd down feels like, as far as, who knows who's blitzing. We got guys walked up at the line of scrimmage, no panic, read that thing outside in. He's able to put the ball in the body on the break. It's just a nice job. Like, this to me is high-level quarterbacking for a first down on meaningful down and distance. It looks like he's working down here to the bottom. On whether this is an option or a choice, it really doesn't matter. We're out here. We're up on the vertical go. He doesn't like that. You then come back to the tight end, kind of work in the middle of the field. And so it's a really nice job, again, of going, 1, whatever he's working down here, 2, over the ball. And again, third down, you're going to see exotic stuff. Who knows who's who in the zoo here as far as who's blitzing, who's dropping out. You got guys dropping into lanes. You've got to make sense of this thing, be on the same page, and get yourself a first down. Just a really nice job, situational ball, third down conversion. Patience, poise from O'Connell, nice base, gets the ball out on time, in rhythm. All those things, we talk a lot about on this channel show up right here. Under control, nice vision, no panic, no, yes. You can really watch the helmet stripe here as we get spider cam. He's looking to the right, no. Already one hitch, he's already to the tight end. And the ball's right on the body on the break. First down. Nice. Next one here, beautiful touchdown pass. Really like this design. I feel like we're seeing more and more of these across the landscape of the league where offenses are getting better at taking advantage of these split field rules. So talk a lot about this league being a 3-by-1 league. And in 3-by-1 formations, you're almost always looking at that weak safety for coverage identification. And a way to attack that weak safety's technique if he's going to poach or tricks it. And so again, what I'm talking about, 3 eligibles, 1, whether you want to call it a nub, whatever. This weak safety. So what is this player doing? If he is tricks or poaching it, that's just fancy football language to say has anything to do with the vertical release or covering the number 3 to the other side. Okay, so if he starts looking up and hunting up this player, a lot of teams now are running the number 3 player at him, knowing their rules, settling him up or running him shallow across, and then trying to take advantage of that by running behind him to that area that's voided. So when you catch split field safety, so this half field player way over here and this tricks or post safety is down, you can manufacture this big void back here. And again, you've seen teams this past week be able to hit this area. I think Brock, Debo, I feel like multiple teams have been able to attack this type of coverage with these big posts. Now, you got to be able to hold on to the ball forever, but we're getting a big mailbox from the slot. And again, the thing that I love about it is, even if it wasn't there, so say they covered it up, watch Adams down here to the bottom on the dagger. It's going to be there too. So multiple guys, wide ass open, certainly some systemic issues defensively with what they're doing, whether it's, in addition to effort issues probably with what they're doing. But this right here is a beautiful call, design, wide open, touchdown. Hell yes. Next one here, touchdown pass, 3rd and 2. This ends up being a fade down here to the bottom. I probably guess it's a conversion. Number 43 certainly had a red dot on him all day. They did a great job attacking that matchup. Really nice job here from the Raiders, being able to see what they want. I'm going to guess it's supposed to be all stick to the right, and you just get a conversion by the number 1. Probably has a quick out versus press to make it a go. He likes the matchup. We love throwing anything against 43 right now. And so to me, what should be quick out and stick, what I'm used to calling all stick, is a conversion versus press here. So this thing turns into a fade or a go. And so you just like the matchup. Press, man, 43, middle field closed. Let's go. Let him eat. It doesn't matter that it's 3rd and 2. Okay, really nice job of being aggressive. Nice touch. Great base from Aidan O'Connell. Put that ball right on him. Nice catch. Get yourself 1. Just outstanding combination of aggression, having a conversion work most likely, base, rhythm, nice pass pro, up and down. Awesome. Next one here, one of the very few negatives on the day I thought for Aidan O'Connell. I thought he was a hitch late down here to the bottom, working the dagger to Adams. 8-person protection. Sure, you'd love to have a little bit better protection, but this is one of those ones that certainly looks like it's open. I don't necessarily want to go WAO, but it's one of those things here for me where this ball should come out and should come out on time. It looks like it's a little late, whether he's trying to get aggressive to the inside, clear or not. But this, to me, we got to let this rip. This is one of those ones where whatever the drop is, whether they do, 3 and a big hitch, or 5 in a tight reset, whatever your timing is, to be able to come out there and take advantage of this. Because when you have 8 people protecting, you got to know you're going to have some time, but you don't have a lot of other options. So if what probably is the number one thing is there, you got to let it rip on time. Again, it can be a great day. You can still turn on the film and see reps that you can learn from. So right here, 1, 2, 3, hitch, throw. That's our guy too. We got to feed 17. Let him eat. He's there on time. Got to throw it. And again, I don't think when you beat somebody down as bad as this game was, you don't necessarily have to harp on it. But I do think it's worth pulling apart the film to realize, hey, just throw it. Again, watch the feet. So 3, hitch, throw. That extra hitch, now we're late. Now again, should the defensive edge be able to fight through a chip and get to the quarterback? No. Okay? But he's playing. He's a hell of a player. He gets to him, impacts the play. Bummer. Next one here, touchdown pass. This is a beautiful call. We're going to be in 3-by-1. Motion, 2-by-2. They're going to get confused. 32 is going to lose his mind. And this will walk in. Simply too easy. These are the types of plays where you kind of trying to make sense of what the Chargers are doing defensively, that they just look like they're, running around with their head cut off. There's no way that you can have somebody that open for a walk-in touchdown from the 10-yard line. So watch the adjustment to motion. Okay, so we motion across here. Somebody's going to go. Okay, great. So now there's really only 2 players left over here. So we've got 2 DBs over here. Well, we've got wide receiver, tight end. So when this, what I'm going to call the safety, comes down and he decides he's going to run fit from the heavens, he's not blitzing. He just loses his mind in here. Well, we run someone off and then the tight end checks into the flat. The guy who's probably covering him right here, he's got no idea where he is. You can see him turn around and be like, where'd who go? Hey, it's just nowhere near good enough defense. It looks like guys are confused, going rogue. You can watch that safety come down with the elbow. Whoop. Oh my goodness. I mean, again, I'll pause it just so I'm consistent. This ain't it. I mean, maybe someone on the sidelines is closer to him than anybody who's actually playing. It can't happen anywhere, let alone on the 10-yard line. It's just shockingly poor defense. And again, Aidan O'Connell, it's a great play call. Certainly really nice night. 4 touchdown passes. And we got to acknowledge, what's happening on the other side of the ball. That just is nowhere near good enough. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. I sincerely appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me, so thank you for taking the time and doing that. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, you know about it. Join, become a member, get even more Quarterback School content. We also have Quarterback School courses. Now, these courses are the premium content available through the channel. These are deep dives on my favorite football topics. We have a course on RPOs, tempos, pass protection. The best-selling course is how to beat every coverage. We even have an entire offensive system available for you, so hop over there and enroll. The link is in the video description. We also have a bunch of free resources also linked in the video description. Finally, make sure to follow me across social media platforms. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get back to it. Next one here, 3rd and 2. Okay, I'm going to be really careful here to not try to make this a kind of Chargers defensive bash video. I do want to appreciate, I think Aidan O'Connell looks good, looks poised, throwing darts. Okay, this is obviously a really nice job. 3rd down, getting it to Adams, running slants. But I mean, we also have to acknowledge that this is way too easy. Okay, way too easy. And again, the red dot is the red dot. But this is one of those things where we've got a half field safety over here. Everybody else, okay, we're getting some pressure down here, whatever. You want to bring some pressure, knock yourself out. Everybody else is playing inside man coverage. So he's inside. He's going to be inside the number 2 here. Or inside the number 3 here. For some reason, we're terrified here and we jump out of pocket. We're out of our mind. And it just creates this huge lane for a slant. Now, again, the concept here is slant, flat, and hank. Okay, this is not like a new play. In fact, I would argue that this is not that great of a play. It's better than normal Hank. But this is one of those things where if you're getting a half field safety over the top and you're getting inside leverage versus slant, it shouldn't be there. You shouldn't be able to make this throw. But because this technique is so bad and they just keep beating the drum on 43, that it makes, these things look easy. And again, don't miss a layup. I got all those things, but just watch the corner up top. I mean, that's way too easy. When the safety's to your side and you probably should be on the other leverage. But again, really like the base from Aidan O'Connell, the rhythm of it, throws a strike right on the body on the break, big chunk play, good for you. Next run here, touchdown, run, 3rd and 3. I love this design. So going Wildcat is one thing, but using the quarterback as a decoy is the thing I think is underutilized in these kind of this looks like a trick play. This is actually a super old school play, direct snap, run left, little crack sweep. Everybody's blocked up to the front side. And the thing I love about it, okay, is Aidan O'Connell's effort. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do here is just acknowledge what the play is. This is just crack. So we're cracking here. And then we're getting the big guy out, tackle out. And then one of the interior linemen gets out on 31. Now, this effort is not good enough. Okay, that's one thing. The part I really want you to pay attention to here is watch the fake. So we're going to fake it to him, and what does that do to the backside of the defense? So all 4 of these players are impacted. And the guy who probably needs to make this play, the unblocked safety right here, he's running out of there. He thinks he's got it. He sells it with his hands. He sells it with his effort. And then guess what? When we take this thing to the house, the guy who should make the play right here can't because he fell for the fake. So it's the effort here versus them getting confused with the design, the play call. It's really outstanding. So watch that safety up top. First, actually, let's watch Aidan O'Connell's effort. Watch him fake it. He goes full McCaffrey here, right? Hands up. Right there, his hands are up. Then he fake tucks it like he's running. Okay, now let's watch the safety up top. He's in pass coverage right there. He's turning to the field. Now watch the effort to try to go tackle him. Can't get there. That's the difference. Now again, 31 here, the guy who's lined up in the C gap for the linebacker, that's not going to work either, bro. I mean, that looks like, a walkthrough rep, scout team rep. That ain't it. But again, this to me is essentially quarterback run game because the math changes. They don't have enough people. Everybody's blocked up. There's no free player. Some terrible effort from the Chargers, and that's an awesome touchdown. Next one here, right before half, another great touchdown. We're going to run essentially double crossers, big play action. Again, when you've got a guy like 17, he's going to draw all sorts of attention. That's going to create one-on-ones for other places. Right here, Aidan O'Connell does a really nice job. I just call this double crossers. They're both running overs essentially in the red zone. Usually you're trying to get it to the guy underneath. But if the guy underneath is a dude and he kind of attracts double coverage, well, then you just come off to the one-on-one. It's a really nice job of Aidan O'Connell, the protection unit. So up, that's the touchdown. Underneath here, where I'm saying the ball's probably designed to go, he goes, let the post go first, or 11 go first, and then come underneath. Well, he's going to take the safety and the backside corner with him. So he's got 2. That's then going to create a void, a one-on-one back on the backside. So watch how that backside, kind of the safety, the corner down here, run with 17. Adams pulls him. You see now the one-on-one all the way across the field. That's essentially a post versus 0. Post versus 0 is a yes, please. Great base, nice timing, rhythm. Throw him open. Just, again, way too easy. And guess what? We found the red dot, 43 again. So certainly don't have the dudes on the back end for the Chargers. They look confused. Way too much space. And that's too damn easy. Next one here, 2nd and 6. Nice little play action. Drift 8 again, or drift post again to Adams down here to the bottom 17. Watch the linebackers just all get sucked up. I mean, there's no one around him. I feel like I'm repeating myself. There's no one 5 yards around him. That is wide open. For a player that good to be that wide open so consistently in a game, it's shocking. It's kind of unsettling where you're almost like look around like, what? Is that open again? Thank you. Yes, please. Again, I don't think there's anything tricky about this. You're in I right in a condensed formation. Middle field closed. I mean, they're essentially saying, hey, all these guys, all these second level players, we're all stepping up, and we've got so much access out here, meaning the space between you and the corner is so far off at pre-snap that we're going to just run up here and run our little drift post, and there will be no one around us for 5 yards. It's just way too easy. You can't have that kind of space out here on the perimeter and then have that much action at the second level to create this kind of void in the middle of a defense. I mean, what? And again, I get it. Okay, they're getting the snot kicked out of them. But it doesn't allow you to play this poorly on defense, to make things this easy. You've got to get up and challenge guys. You've got to make things difficult for a quarterback. This is simple pitch and catch, day one install, play action, drift post. Again, really nice job from Aidan O'Connell. He takes a shot here because our left tackle gets beat inside. But I love the rhythm of the footwork. The ball's right on him. Again, it's open, but no apologies from Aidan. Last one here. This is one of those ones I think I'm going to speak, just from how I would feel anecdotally. 42-0. Okay, just the start of the second half. This is a double pass for a touchdown. Now, just because the time of the game and kind of the situation of what the Raiders coaching staff is dealing with as far as an interim element, I kind of understand keeping the foot down and wanting to throw the ball. I don't know if I really understand coming after you for a trick'em dick'em here to get another touchdown pass. Again, I kind of see both sides of it. I will tell you just personally, if I had anything to do with the Chargers, anything to do with coaching over there, or having anything to do with ever seeing anybody from this Raider staff again, I would remember this. Okay, there's no way you're going to be losing 42-0 and get hit with a double pass. And it's a cool design. Shoot, use it a couple times. Great. But it's 42-0. Okay, so it's hard for me to say that this is my favorite kind of football. I love the aggressiveness. I love this kind of play. I think it would have worked, 21-0. I'm not sure you needed to do it here, I guess is what I'm saying. And so you can disagree with me. It was certainly fun to watch. They stayed aggressive, kept scoring points, not necessarily all offensively, but I don't know, man. I feel like these are the ones that really stick with people. I know it would stick with me. And so all I can speak is from my own experience, but man, I'm not sure we needed that. For who, for what? So that is a wrap. Aidan O'Connell, the Raiders, really nice night. Now, before we talk about the Chargers, let's talk just Aidan O'Connell. Thought he played with really nice rhythm. His base consistent, got the ball to 17. Really nice job on third down, taking what the defense gave him. Aggressive, had some really nice touchdown passes. All good things. Okay, all good things. But I don't think you can really do this game justice unless you talk about the other side of the ball. And there was just simply way too much space available for the Raiders offensively. Now, sure, short fields all over the place, but they were also aggressive. They were also able to take advantage of those things. And so it wasn't just the Chargers imploding in real time. That was certainly happening. But I also really liked the aggressiveness, the scheme, the way that they manufactured guys open, even if maybe the Chargers had a lot to do with it as well. So it can be all of those things. I think everything except that last touchdown was a lot of fun for me to break down. Fun to see Aidan O'Connell kind of take advantage of what that opportunity looked like. We'll see what it looks like for the Chargers moving forward. Probably not great, Bob, but as we look for the Raiders, they've certainly got a chance to kind of leave this season going in the right direction. We'll see what that looks like as well. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.